everyone, good afternoon, good morning, good evening, depending on where you are watching this video from or whenever you're going to see this video. Yeah, let me put it like that. So I promise you all, I'm going to tell you how I achieved my weight loss despite having PCOS. Yeah, I'm a PCOS warrior, a child of grace. You can say that again. Okay, let's fast forward back to 20 when I was in Philippines and I found out that I had PCOS. God, that was like beginning of my nightmare. That was even the first time I heard about it because I didn't even know what it's all about. So this kind of person that I'm very stressed because I take orders. I cook back then in Philippines. Yes, I cook, I do shawarma, I do a lot of stuff. So when I went to the hospital, the doctor asked me if I always have a good rest. I say, oh, sometimes it's 3 hours, sometimes it's 2 hours, because sometimes I cook to deliver early in the morning for my customers. So my doctor was like, you need to rest, you need to relax, then first we have to change your diet. And I said, okay, no problem. Then, but what made me go to the hospital to find out that I have PCOS is that my period will not come like 3 months, 4 months. So what got me kind of scared is because I'm this kind of person, I always see my period all the time. But the first time it didn't come for 3 months, later on it came. Then I was like, what is going on? But I'm not scared because I'm someone that I don't. But the last one took up to 4 months and I said, okay, no problem. Since I had a little money, let me go to the hospital, because going to the hospital abroad is kind of very Philippine knows how expensive it is to run a test in Philippines, or even going to the hospital. So after running a test, they told me that I had PCOS. That was the beginning of my journey. They changed my diet. They didn't place me on medication at first. They said, let's see how it goes. They asked me to exercise. Then I started exercising, but I was still making money. I didn't have time to rest. I didn't take that serious. So I thought it's normal something, because in Philippines we pay for house rent every month, electricity, you pay for Wi-Fi, you pay for your school, you feed yourself. It was too much, and I cannot just wait and just fold my hands and be looking around. Then my period started like it will come like, if I see my normal period, my normal period used to stay like 4 days. But the first time, it stayed like 3 weeks. Let me not lie, the period did not stop. And I was like, what is all these things? What is all these things? And I went back to the hospital. They gave me medication that stopped it. They said they stayed the stuff. They said, don't worry, let's be going on. Then I came back to Nigeria. That was when everything just The first hospital I went gave me medication. I'm not going to be mentioning the hospitals. They gave me medication. But they tried. It worked at first. At the end of the day, my period came every month. But to stop is not a problem. Sometimes I bleed for 1 month, 2 months, 3 months. I've bled for 3 months. Yeah, I have. I said whenever I'm going to do this video, I won't like to be emotional on it. I want to just encourage people going through PCOS that there is God. Yeah, and with God everything works. People that knows me, that is very close to me, know what I've been through. Especially when I packed to Asaba. Let me start, because I don't want this video to be long. Let me start from when I packed to Asaba. I don't want to go details in Oncha, but when I packed to Asaba, it started. The very first day I packed to Asaba, my period started. That one lasted for 1 month, and I went to the hospital. The doctor stopped the bleeding. The next one, I went to the hospital. That one, even as they stopped the bleeding, I didn't end there. And you know that this bleeding comes with cramps. That, like, anytime is my period time, I felt like there's something that is about to leave my life. There's something that is about to, like, something serious is about to happen to me. I'll become moody, I'll be so down, I'll be so like in fact there's a time that I'll be so rude. Yeah. I keep on asking God, what have I done to be passing through this kind of pain? I remember going to the hospital and after the other hospital stopped the bleeding, and I was like, okay, let me go to another hospital and seek help, because they say this hospital is good. Getting to that place, they started treatment, and after the test they started treatment. That one lasted for 3 months. The doctor was trying to stop it. I did not stop. And I don't eat, but I keep on adding. I don't eat, that's the problem. Even the medication they give you, you will keep on adding. I have so many testimonies about my health, but today is just for PCOS and weight loss, because I know how it is. Even on TikTok, I'll see people, how do you lose weight with PCOS? I say, no problem. I see this testimony, these ones are giving. I will give that testimony, go like, what have I done to deserve all this? Like, if you know me very well, you know I pray. I'm someone that I have trust in God. You can't know me without seeing me talking about God. Yeah. So I told so someone directed me to save a life. I'm going to mention their name because they are good. Yeah. I met Dr. Chike. To me, I say he's the best doctor. He's the best doctor. He's the best doctor. As far as Nigeria is concerned, he's the best doctor. Hey, look at me. I won't mention what he says here because it's part of the next testimony I will share with you guys. He said, go run a test. I did. I run all the tests, HIV, everything. Although he didn't suggest the HIV, but it was like, I want to run a proper checkup on myself. He said, okay, no problem. Went to Crescent's lab. Yeah. The results came out. And Dr. Chike said, I'm going to Port Harcourt next week. And our branch, our head office is in Port Harcourt. Come to Port Harcourt. Okay, no problem. I went to Port Harcourt. These people are good. It's just that money, but you get value of your money. Yeah, that is it. Like I said, people that is close to me know about the story I'm telling today. They started. I met with the best endocrinologist. Yeah. So I have the best endocrinologist. She prescribed drug for me. She said, I don't give out my number to a patient, but I'm going to give you my number. Because of, I was shedding tears. I said, please, ma, I don't know if I can be coming here, but can you have my number in case of anything? I will let you. She said, no problem. But she don't give out her number, but she gave her number to me. That's when I knew that God was working. Then we started, they gave me treatments, they gave me drugs. I took drugs. So, after meeting with my endocrinologist, I came back to Asaba. I joined our Aliyah challenge. My sister introduced me to Aliyah challenge. But I have so many things I was begging God for. I have so many things I was asking God for. I said I don't want to cry while you're doing this video. I don't want to cry. That's myself crying. I don't want to cry. I have people that they will come to me and do that. Why are you adding? Why do you want to spoil your chip? They don't know what I was battling for. They say people like, you know this on me. Too much enjoyment, too much this, too much that. You lose the weight. You know your partner add. You know this kind of stuff. You don't know what I was actually battling with. You don't know what I was battling with. My sister introduced me to a layer challenge. I started doing it, but I have so many things I was asking God. I feel like, okay, I'm taking medication. I said, God, please heal me, but I'm not even taking it serious. I went for my niece's birthday. I came back. Then my man told me that if I lose weight, he's going to get me a wig. But I said, don't know what, I cannot lose weight. I'm not even eating. And he said, I know you're not eating, but let's go one more. I started skipping, I started walking. But when I skip, I'll feel this weak. I'm always weak. Then I tried to do protein shake. I don't know if they say, all this thing does not work for me. I'm telling you, that's what I said. I don't know for others. Because the more I try to, I even registered for the gym, but I keep on adding. I keep on